The following Let's Play has been rated not safe for young children. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found, Mwahaha! Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we were climbing Odin's tower, which was built in memorial of King Odin. And it was raining outside, so this is a good place for shelter. If not for all the demons wandering around. I'd like to point out something, by the way. Look at the clock. Let's see. We're coming up at 9 hours and 49 minutes just now. RG Maker 3 has a pause button. There. It's paused. So, pausing it is probably going to make it so time doesn't flow. However, there is one little annoyance. It does not actually stop this clock here. So, yeah, that's pretty much all it's good for. Pausing the passage of time. Doesn't pause the clock like it should. I'd like it to pause the clock because there's a lot of pause time being... Oh wow, again? Really? Wait, teleporters? What are these teleporters? Switch pressed. Oh goodness, this is what we're dealing with. We're going to have to... You found the Mask of Heimdall. What? I'm sorry, what? Okay. What does the Mask of Heimdall do? Who has it? Oh! A strange mask with unknown properties. Maybe somebody knows what it means. It's a key item, okay. Oh, we got this. A key to a door in Odin's tower. Probably that door there. Switch pressed. Switch pressed. And switch pressed. This is quite possibly the way we're supposed to go. Because there's a locked door. So I'm gonna return. Probably fight a few battles along the way, because there's a heal point right here. I'm going to go back down and find out what that other staircase that I didn't take goes. Alright, so here we are at the other staircase. Where does this lead? It's the exact same situation. We got a door... Oh wait, that's not the exact same situation, because this is all it is. It puts you right in front of a door. What's the point of having a... whatever. Treasure chest. This is probably all it leads to, too. There was 100 gold inside, and a healing herb, and a revival herb. They're taking up unnecessary inventory space. I'll leave them be for now because I don't feel like managing inventory space. So this was the dead end, and the other place is definitely where we're supposed to go, so I'll meet you back there. You know, I'd almost hate to waste the healing herb and the revival herb, or whatever it was that I just got. Yeah. But you know, there's a heal point, so whatever. Alright, so here we are, back where we left off with the heal point. The wall was apparently put back up by who, I don't know. Honestly, there is no indication that it's here, almost. The only thing that seems to stand out about it is the wall is slightly wrinkly here. But it's barely noticeable. Most obvious telltale sign is right at the base where the wall goes in a bit further there. But otherwise, you really have to be paying attention in order to notice those things. Now, here's the real question. What do these buttons do? It's obviously some sort of puzzle. Maybe you're supposed to press them in a certain order. But I have no idea what. Maybe what they did was, since there was a treasure chest in here, maybe they pressing certain buttons would give you a certain treasure. And I wound up with that relic that I'm supposed to bring to somebody, I guess. But otherwise, I see really no purpose to it. Not yet, anyway. Hey, I'm just looking around. Oh, this wraps around, doesn't it? Apparently that vulture, not this guy here, the enemy vulture, is not a guaranteed kill with the fault line attack. Oh my goodness. And Autumn left the fifth moon by the ocean of the stars, and when he found her once again, he made the first world ours, the third of which was given him by Jupiter and Mars. Well, most of these aren't actually events. That one is. That one that I checked first dinged. Was it that one that I checked first? No. Wait, which one was it that I checked and nothing happened? Also, isn't there encounters on this floor? I hope there are no encounters on this floor. That one doesn't do anything anymore. That one doesn't do anything anymore. And the one I checked where nothing happens isn't doing anything, period. Oh goody, there are encounters on this floor. You know what? I don't feel like fighting anything, so what I'm just gonna do is defend and run, because I do not want to fight anything while solving puzzles. So, run away. Oh, there it goes. You found Odin's key. That was simple to solve. Odin's key. So there's another... Wait. That's a different key. A key to a door in Odin's tower. Alright. So there's going to be another locked door somewhere. We're going to know that then that door is where we're supposed to go. Nice to know that the icicle spell can kill the goblins in one hit. Summer found the fourth abed when he should have been awake, but when he woke him from his sleep, he said, "Your third I'll take." But Summer left him there alone when the first of man had spake. I got the feeling I'm supposed to remember that. Apparently Chanty's magic power isn't quite as good as Lester's, which probably explains why that vulture didn't go down in one hit from that one attack. What do we got over here? Another sign? Yep. When winter met the second moon, he smiled her and said, "My dear, you've left the world behind. In 3 days you'll be dead." And she, at twice her normal pace, ran back home instead. I'm barely paying attention to that. I don't know what's going on with it. And in this door, stairs. I'd really like to know what the switches down below are. You can go ahead and tell me what the switches were. Actually, it's probably in the guide. Should I look at the guide? If I remember, I'll look at the guide. I probably won't. Nice to know the enemies here are a lot more manageable than they were in that fire cave. I'd say it wraps around again. Well, here we... Oh, this is the boss room. Am I prepared? Where's the green elixir? Don't have one. Use a few blue elixir then, and I'll probably want to use a yellow elixir or two. Wait a sec, what am I doing? It heals you at the start of the boss fight. Alright, here we go. So this is the top floor. It is. Lester, as a fellow magic user, surely you can feel the presence of mass energy in this room. Oh, so that's how it works. Yes, I can feel it. What is it this time? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's extremely powerful. That's because we got 4 party members instead of 2. Or 3. Then we'd better brace ourselves. Alright. This is where we're going to see just how fun... Oh, I forgot to call it. I was going to say... planning on saying, okay, this battle is probably going to start with the wailing music. Which it did. So, there's going to be a pattern here. We're going to have the simple boss theme, then the da-da-da-da-da-da-da boss theme, and then the wailing music. In that pattern every time. Alright. Chaos Flame. That doesn't seem like something that would be involved with rain. Maybe it was just raining because it was raining. Alright. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. You go ahead and start off with Fault Line. And then War Song. What was Guardian Force again? That's a defensive thing of some sort. I might go ahead and use that too. Fireball. 56 damage. Eh. There we go. Oh! Yay! So when are we going to be encountering a boss that's immune to critical hits? Because that is an option. So, we got our attacks powered up. Gonna cause some nice damage now. Alright. I'm going to use Guardian Force just in... Oh, that's for one person at a time. Well, let's start using it... Is it physical defense or magic defense? Oh, magical defense. I'm not going to worry about that. What skills do we have again? Flare Blade? Against a flame enemy? Yeah, sure, why not? I can't remember if this gets boosted. No, I'd say not. Let's see, that costs 60. What does this cost again? 47. So it's worth using. Now I know that his thing caused 70 damage. What does this do? Alright, my strategy is in place. I'm gonna have Rothgar use regular attacks while everybody else just wails on him with magic. And Lester's on heal duty. Nope, he's back to normal. Flare Blade it is. So, does this guy know any other attacks besides attack? Nope, probably not. At the amount of damage we've been causing, if he does no other attacks, we're probably not going to get to see him. He's going to be probably going down pretty shortly. You know what? Just in case... because I have a feeling that this guy is going to have some sort of deadly physical attack attack that attacks everybody of some sort. Magic spell of some sort. Alright, this is definitely a fight where Chanticleer's higher agility is coming into play. Although not by much. It's still the exact same turn order, aside from Hrothgar's and Ariel's boost. In order for it to be really significant, it had to be like Hrothgar and Ariel, where they run laps around the other person. Well, so far that seems to be his only magical spell there. Come to think of it, if this guy's using magic, I think I will go ahead and do this. Starting with him. I can't remember how much that boosts. Well, safe to say, as much HP as this guy has, my phone is ringing. And the music looped. Anyway, as much HP as this guy has, it'll be pretty obvious when he's getting close to death. He's definitely going to be going into that pose where it's like... You know what? What do we have here? We got a holy water. I'll go ahead and use that. If it weren't for the critical hit, I probably would be healing a lot more by now. And Ariel. Oops, guess you can't use magic anymore. Well, there's this. Oh, that was a waste. But yeah, we're not going to cause so much damage that he's going to bypass the "oh, I'm almost dead" pose. This is probably the last time he'll use Fault Line. Yep. There we go, almost dead. Oh, all it took was second hit in order to get past that. I wonder what percentage of HP he needed to have in order to get into that pose. Spell Ring! I have room for it. These excursions do not seem to be getting us any answers. Unfortunately, I agree. There does not seem to be any gain from simply fighting the chaos. There has to be something more. Chanticleer, do you know anything about the chaos themselves? Is there any information the Rito heirs have gathered? I definitely like how you're having characters move around in these scenes. I'm sorry, but there isn't. For the most part, we have tried to remain as far from the chaos as we possibly could. I'm afraid that means we know very little. However... Yes? What is it? It may be a long shot, but it is possible that the Como Reptilis may possess some knowledge. The problem is... Imora was destroyed by the chaos. Exactly. There may not be any Como Reptilis left who could help us. Imora was the Como Reptilis village? Yes, there are some Como Reptilis at the shelter where I was staying, but we've spoken to them several times about the chaos. They've never been able to tell us anything. Might there be answers in the ruined town itself? I suppose there could be, but you know what we found the last time we went to a destroyed town. We may not have much of a choice. If we want to have any hope of winning this war, we need answers. Right now, the Como Reptilis are our best bet. Does that mean you're going to fight with us, Chanticleer? Of course, I'm invested in this as all of you are. I'm tired of looking down from Valeron and seeing darkness. And I'm tired of looking up and seeing that darn light in the sky. Please, let us go find some answers. Alright, let's find Emerald. Where is it located? North of Valeron is a land bridge that seems to lead straight into a giant mountain. Beyond that mountain is Emerald. The Como Reptilis built it in such a secluded place for safety. It all seems a bit ironic now. Okay, let's not waste any more time. Looks like I'm traveling down on my own. So what is this item we got here? Let's see. The Spell Ring. A magic ring that recovers a small amount of MP during battle. Alright. These menus are so confusing. Give to Lester, who is holding too much. Give to Chanticleer. Give to Lester. Do I want to equip it? Oh, we got a level up! Yay! We're in the 200s now! So, what sort of spells did we learn? We learned Faint Strike. A lightning fast strike that hits all targets. Level 2. Costs 20 HP, which is meh. So, we're definitely going to be kicking butt now. Let's see. Disarm. A spell that lowers all enemies' attack power. Chronicle Games, you are giving us some very useful spells. Look at that! 25 points on all enemies? That means they're all going to cause 25 less damage. And since enemies right now are causing like 30 damage, that means they're going to cause 5. This is an awesome spell. Granted, I'm probably going to be using Fault Line on the enemies to kill them in one shot anyway, but no, this is awesome. Frost Blade, a nice cold slash that may slow the target. May slow that. The odds are pretty slim, so we'll see. Does have a nice attack power. Chanticleer learned Torch, a burst of flames that scorches all enemies, level 2, and it's more powerful than Fault Line. How much more powerful? 57, 68. Fault Line 37? What? Was that 57? His Fault Line's more powerful. But I guess it makes a difference since magic of 44 versus magic of 20. So he kind of, I guess it's to balance it out. I guess, somehow. So, it'll probably be... it'll be powerful. Needless to say. I guess we're not going to be learning any battle skills. Alright. Let's head downstairs. Where were the stairs? Alright. I'm going to go back down to where the buttons were first off. And... oh. You know how that one patch of wall was lit up behind the stairs? I remember finding a patch like that in Whispers in the Woods, and it's like, what is the significance? And now I know. Apparently that was where a staircase was sitting. That's actually useful information. Okay, so if you see a patch of wall that is brighter than the rest, there's a staircase behind it. Go there. Oh wait, never mind. Because that's not the case right here. Well then, what is the deal with that light patch of wall? How is that managed? Anyway, here we are at this part. where we're going to go into a battle. I'll be right back. I'm going to look up what these buttons do. As long as we're heading to heal point, I might as well just use our new attacks. Alright. Frost Blade. You're going to die. Okay, that's pretty nice. Faint Strike. Attacks all of them. Assuming it doesn't miss, because it's a skill and though it still has the same miss ratio. Torch. Does it cause over 70? Yep. I like these spells. Alright, so just real quick, I'm going to open that little readme thing for this game, assuming I still have it downloaded, and find out what these buttons are for. So, be right back. Alright, I return, and I was definitely right. Each button triggers whichever different treasures that you can get. So basically, if you're looking at the guide, figure out what treasure you want, and it'll tell you what button to push in order to get it. Anyway, I'm heading back up here because while looking at that info, I found out that those signs with the riddles actually give clues to stuff you can do. Now, I assume... Well, first off, in the guide Chronicle Games, you pointed out that the puzzles are kind of trivialized because of the exclamation mark that appears. What I would have suggested was have all of these as events. That way it wouldn't be obvious which ones were treasures. Alright. So, something else we're supposed to be able to do here. Let me check here. These signs that were in the other two rooms are clues to getting more treasure or something. Now, the one thing that we did do was get the Key of Odin. So, let's see what here... 4... 3rd... 1st. 4, 3, 1. I'm not sure what the relevance is. 4, 3, 1. This will probably give it 3, 1, 4 or something like that. No. Having these encounters is going to be annoying to solving this puzzle. You should not have encounters in puzzle rooms. Well, that was interesting. Ariel got the first turn that time. Lester, Ariel. Agility of 52, 48. I guess that 4-point difference is enough to give her the first turn. Alright, my bad. Apparently, the extra treasure is just treasure hidden behind breakable walls. So, what this means is... the clues were supposed to be, I think, leading to breakable walls. So, that they were also supposed to clue you into getting the Odin's Key, which we just got by clicking the thing. So yeah, that definitely trivialized the entire sequence. Since I know there are breakable walls here, I'm gonna search them out. Found one. It was in the path. Colorless elixir. Okay. Hopefully my inventory's not getting too full. I feel almost like I'm cheating here. Okay, I can hold one more item. Because I'm getting... had I not looked at the guide to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have known that there was breakable walls. I would have just left the place and not worried about it. But since now I know, I'm going to grab these. It's probably relatively same location. Yep. Another red chest. Colorless elixir. Pretty useful. Anyway, there isn't really anything else to do at this point. I'm just gonna get trapped on the stones there, and then I'm gonna leave. And that'll be the end of the episode, pretty much. There's one thing I'd like to mention before we cut off, though. At this point, I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be going back to the prairie. Not the prairie, but, country, lakeside, lake countryside. I'm fairly certain that we're not going to be heading back there anymore. Fairly certain, except I'm not, actually. There's a cave that we couldn't explore. Actually, there were a couple caves we couldn't explore. Maybe we will head back there then. Anyway, let's find out what this is. Disarm. I find it interesting that the status automatically takes effect before the spell is even cast, because you could tell they were already glowing. 1! I don't think that it gets affected, though. Slow. And 1. Wahaha. And stuff. Alright, I'm done playing with them. And I'm done with this episode. My food is probably getting cold because the phone call a little bit ago was saying, hey, food. So what I'm going to do is head downstairs, rest at the heal point. Next time, we're going to head over to that one town in the mountains that we entered where the gate was closed. Because odds are the gate's going to be open now. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. We're done with Odin's Tower. We got an awesome 4 party members. Oh, and it's still raining. So the rain is pretty much just for the sake of having it rain. What was the purpose of the chaos that was up there? Who knows? Probably doesn't matter. All I know is I'm going to save, I'm going to quit, I'm going to go eat. Next time we're going into the mountains and do some research. I'll see you then.